Is it Taylor ham or pork roll? I'm not taking a side in that debate. It's like, it's the damn Council of Nicaea. You're trying to get me excommunicated. Also, I don't even know what it is. It's roasted pork lunch meat? It's crazy that ham is pork, but it isn't. You know what I mean? Like ham, they're both from the same animal, but ham is not pork. Is it a pork product? I wouldn't debate that at all. Obviously, it's a pork product. That's a matter of fact. But it's not pork. It's a pork product. There's a if you don't know the difference, then don't come at me saying I don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. And stop trying to distract me. I got to stay focused here. Is steak beef? That's what I'm saying. It is and it isn't. Is steak. Obviously, steak is a kind of beef, but it's not beef. Like, it's not, if I was like, I want beef for dinner, and then you cook me a steak, I would be like, yo, you went above and beyond. I wanted beef, you gave me steak. But if I wanted steak and you gave me beef, I would be like, what? I said I wanted steak, you piece of crap. Do you think there's anybody out there making hamburgers with like ground up ribeye? Men are so funny. By the way, I am one, so I can say anything, no matter how offensive it is. Men will really be like, I'm getting super into cooking. Oh, really? What did you make? Oh, like hamburgers, but with good beef. Don't be mad. You know I'm right. What do you do? What's your hobby? I've recently started getting really into cooking. Oh, really? Have you been making anything interesting? I've been cutting my own potatoes and frying my own French fries lately. There's nothing wrong with it. If you get offended, maybe there's something wrong with your perception of yourself. I've been making my own fried chicken at home, actually. I'm upset that you're completely right. I lived it, so I know. What's the best dish that you can make? I don't know. Homemade fish and chips. Buffalo chicken tenders. But here's the thing. I bought breadcrumbs instead of just getting them out of the frozen food section. If I really wanted them, they shouldn't be epic. They should be steam. Because Gaben is based, I think. I don't know. I don't know that much about him. I know he's got that submarine. Some HP would serve you well. No, I know my own biases, okay? Or my own foibles, my own Daniel Kahneman mistakes here. Biggest problem I have in roguelites is not prioritizing HP. Because at some point I got half decent in Isaac and decided buying HP was a waste of your resources because you could just not get hit instead for free. It's time to unlearn that habit. What the heck is he doing here? What do they think they can accomplish? Obey your mother. Knowing yourself is half the battle. So true. To thine own self be true. Actually, I realize now my best dish, a lot of people can't handle it, but my actual best dish is, here's what you do, okay? So first off, you need a really clean kitchen counter to do this, because this is not something you can just do on a cutting board. You need the whole counter, okay? So you pour out an entire bag or two of Tostitos Hint of Lime tortilla chips on your marble countertop. And then you take a jar of queso and you just sort of pour it like over the top. And then you buy those pre-cooked chicken strips from the grocery store and you just sort of lay those over top. And then you just take 2 tomatoes and crush them in your hands and then sort of like drizzle the juice over top and then drop the tomatoes on. And then you're going to take like 2 red onions. You're going to chop them up and you're going to put them over the top. Here's where things get interesting. Now you're going to take ketchup and you're going to go. And then you're going to take Hershey's chocolate syrup. Not the hard shell where it gets cold and makes a shell. You're going to take the default chocolate syrup and go. Then you're going to take some truffle salt and you're going to go. And then you take a rolling pin and you just put it on one end and you just go. And then you take that and you scrape it into a baking pan and then you cover it with shredded cheese. And here's the thing that you were probably with me so far, but here's the thing that's going to maybe lose some people. You put little marshmallows, like the kinds that you would put in hot chocolate. You put those on top of the shredded cheese. Then you put it under the boiler for like 5 minutes until the cheese and the marshmallows brown. Then you take it out and you slice it and you serve it. Sorry, not the boiler, the broiler. I want to be very specific because I know many of you are going to make this recipe for yourselves, and I don't want you to boil it and then be like, why does it taste so bad? I want you to put it under the broiler so it gets nice and crispy and delicious.